Shivananda was in Malaysia at that time. Shivananda was chief of the medical faculty in Malaysia, Ministry of Health. He was the chief. And then he got bored and he went back to India because he decided that, the way that the medical industry is going on, dispensing a lot of hardcore drugs. And so he didn't like it. He really didn't like it. According to my mom, I never met Shivananda. So, so then according to my mom, only person who used to know them, and also third-hand information, he didn't like the hardcore drugs. So he wanted to put yoga for health, which is also known. This is known publicly, and which he did. So he made Rishikesh alive. Rishikesh was not even alive when Shivananda went there. It was a jungle. There was nothing there. So now, of course, Rishikesh is known as the yoga center of almost the world, like Silicon Valley and California, and yoga and Rishikesh. Vishnu Devananda, later I met him in India, he used to meet me, and this is Shivananda is a Tamil man. His real name was Kupuswamy. He is not Shivananda. Shivananda is his initiated name. Vishnu Devananda is, of course, he's a beloved student actually. They were very good friends. Very, very good friends, They didn't care about the hierarchical military educational institutionalized, you are teacher, I am student. That concept was never there in the Indian world. It never was. The concept was very simple. Two friends went about together. And I still like that one. I like these two friends went about together rather than, you take me seriously and formalize me and put me into a formal situation of guru.
Gurus never encourage hierarchy, formality, etc. They are anti-concept of power. They don't know and will never participate in power because they think power is the pathway to hell. In other words, we create hell in this dimension of life. And we rotate in this hellish way of thinking. With the coming of Europeans into India came the entire military cult. With it, power, hierarchy, and the dehumanized state of humanity. To sustain the structure of industrialization, structure, power, hierarchy were important tools. This concept of power was well understood by Gandhi. He dropped power as he came to India and started wearing the local attire. Gandhi was educated in England as a barrister and was very formally dressed in his young days. This entire concept of Gandhi against power, hierarchy, etc. was adopted by Henry David Thoreau, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Nathaniel Hawthorne, as a negative notion that one has to drop to rise in spiritualism. These three gentlemen were Gandhis in the US in their own right. And this realization of the negative effects of power, hierarchy, etc. was also understood by Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela. It formed the basis of their strategy against the oppressing views of the ruling class of America and South Africa. You can see throughout their practice, both gentlemen didn't want the black folks to get aggressive. They understood the concept of hierarchy and power very well, and they restrained the black population from going into power and aggression. Instead, both gentlemen introduced the ideas of black is beautiful, black should be intelligent, and black should go to school, as their foundational rationale. This is the Gandhi effect.